At Madorra, we've created the first non-hormonal medical device to treat vaginal dryness and atrophy in postmenopausal women and breast cancer survivors. And since it spun out of Stanford in 2014, Madorra has interviewed hundreds of women. And what we found as a common thread among these interviews is a lot of them are very uncomfortable not only talking to us as strangers about their sexual health, but their friends and their trusted healthcare providers. So that's leaving a lot of women kind of left out and not knowing when to seek care. How did we get from the sexual revolution of the 60s, where women were empowered and we got birth control passed by the FDA, to still not being able to talk about our vaginas with our doctors? Well, I'm here to tell you that vagina is not a bad word. And if we all start to believe that, we can open up more space and conversation to raise the education and awareness around women's health. You can see the stigma still today. There's this company called Thinx that makes period underwear. And they tried to put ads in the New York subway and most recently San Francisco BART. And the ads said the word period on them, and people were just blown away. They tried to ban the ads from the subway and BART, and they had to fight through a ton of red tape. You can see these are not inappropriate ads. However, growing up, sitting in my living room at home at night with my father and mother watching American Idol, I saw ads like the ones for Viagra. This would show up on the TV and a man would tell me that his erectile dysfunction was better. So I could see those ads, but I couldn't see the ones for women for their period, which is a double standard. However, Viagra is also a really good model for us. They were able to take a sexual health problem and throw it into regular media and into our everyday lives. And now I can talk about erectile dysfunction in front of you and no one is uncomfortable. And 23 million men have been prescribed it and 40 million men have tried it. So what about these women? They go through menopause and they're expecting the hot flashes, they're expecting the mood swings, but the number 2 symptom of menopause that none of them really expect is vaginal dryness. Yet over 32 million women are suffering from it today, in the US alone. And vaginal dryness is more than just a sexual health issue. This causes UTIs and everyday discomfort. So what happens is when you start to go through menopause, your body stops producing estrogen. And that lack of estrogen causes a loss of blood flow to the vaginal tissue. And then the vaginal tissue's health declines. So that thick, lubricated, elastic tissue we all know and love becomes dry and inelastic and fat. And women don't have the treatments that they want. If you go and you're an average woman, you go into your healthcare provider, the standard of care is to give you a hormone replacement therapy, such as Premarin. Premarin has been around since 1942. And yet doctors still today can't agree on the risks and the safety and the benefits. If you Google it, it's all over the place. So if you don't want hormone replacement therapy, or you've had a health problem such as breast cancer, and you can't take hormones, you're stuck with these. Something like KY jelly, which is messy, temporary, and 40% of women who try them find them to be completely ineffective. So that's where Madorra fits in. We saw a market that for these women who don't want hormones or who can't have them at all. So we took a completely tried and true, everyone knows ultrasound. We've all heard of it. And we took it in specific frequencies and energies and put it into a handheld device that women can use at home. Using this, it elicits a natural response in the body that kickstarts blood flow back to the vaginal tissue and rejuvenates the tissue and allows you to be lubricated and happy again. And we put it in a handheld device so you can use it at home, in the comfort of your own home, in the privacy of your own home, and not have to be going to the doctor in this vicious cycle that we've all been talking about this evening. And so far, we've had 3 clinical trials, and women have loved it. The best thing that we can say is when women finish our trials, they've been begging for the device back. We got actually another email today that said, I miss my little device. When do I get to buy it? So what we're doing is we're trying to just give women options, the options they deserve, because as you age, your vagina ages with you, and you deserve all the options available to you. So opening the dialogue and just talking about the vagina is kind of the first step. that you all can do to help treat it. And vagina's not a bad word, guys. Thank you.